Yevamot, Perek Yud Mishnah Vav. We're continuing discussing cases of confusion and mix-up. So now we have a different kind of mix-up. The Mishnah says the following: Mi shelo sha'ata achar ba'ala shlosha chadashim v'nis'eh. If a person doesn't wait, a woman didn't wait till three months until after from her previous husband. Okay, this is a crazy chart I made for you because that's the kind of thing I do. Well, let's make it a little bit smaller so we can see the whole thing. Okay, we start with this woman. Okay, she's married to her first husband, and then they get divorced or whatever, or he dies. It doesn't matter. Okay, let's kill him off. So just to make life simple. Okay, and he dies. But then instead of waiting 3 months, a week later she marries her second husband. She marries husband number 2, and then of course she has a child. So the question is, who does this child belong to? Does the child belong to husband number 1? Or does the child belong to husband number 2? And there are obviously going to be pretty important ramifications, as we'll see in 1 second. We don't know. This child was born, 8 months later. And we don't know, is he a 9-month-old? And he was born to the first husband? Or 7 months, he was born early and to the second husband. So this child, let's go back. This child is safek. This might be his father, and this might be his father. Which obviously means this child, this husband, this guy also had with her another child, Ben 1. Okay? And this is, we'll call them Ben 1, Ben 2. Okay? So they're both brothers. All these guys are brothers from the same mother. Brothers from the mother. But they're not brothers. These guys have a different father. They're definitely not brothers. This guy, he might be his brother from the father and the mother. And he might be his brother from the father and the mother. We don't know. Says the Mishnah. So she had other sons, as I just showed you, from the first husband and sons from the second husband. So let's get this case. This guy married a woman. And then, of course, as they always do in Masechet Yevamot, he dies. Okay? Who does chalitza? Neither of them do chalitza. In fact, both of them have to do chalitza. Why? Because if this brother does yibum, what happens if really this is the brother from the father's side? So he's only a brother from the mother's side. Then there's no zikuk li yibum, and he's eshet achiv. This woman is eshet achiv me'imo. And since it's only eshet achiv from the mother's side, that's an isur karet. And there's no yibum. There's no din of yibum. So both of them, because of that safek, both of them have to do chalitza. Neither of them can do yibum. Let's add in a chalitza. We'll just give you an arrow. Both of them, in this case, have to do chalitza to the brother. Let's make it thicker, okay? And we'll make it red. Both of them have to do chalitza. This one has to do chalitza, and also the other brother also has to do chalitza, because let's say this isn't really the brother. Then it's not real chalitza. So both of them, both this brother and this brother, both of them have to do chalitza to his wife. That's case number 1. V'chein hu lahem. The same thing is true from him to them. Now you noticed, let's take the chalitzas out. Okay? In this case, where are we? Here we are. Okay? Let's say each of them, this guy is married. Let's reanimate our suffix. Okay? Let's bring him back to life. Our suffix son, okay? Now in this case, let's say Ben number 2, he was married to his wife, and then he died. Okay? And now obviously his wife needs yibum. If this is the only other brother, he can't do yibum to her. He has to do chalitza, because maybe, really, they're only brothers from the mother and not from the father. There's no zikuk li yibum, and therefore, it's an isur karet. But, hayu lo achi min harishon, va'achi min hasheni shelo me'ota ha'em. Let's say he had brothers. Let's go back to this case. So we'll make that smaller to see the whole picture. Okay, now, this brother, the first husband, her first husband, had another wife, and he had an ach shalom minaim. He had another, so this guy has a brother, okay? But it might be his brother, it might not be his brother, because if he's from this husband, if this is his father, and this is his mother, this guy, okay, is not really a brother. Okay, well, if this is his father, he's a father from a brother. If this is not his father, this is his father, then then this guy, the safek, is not related to this guy at all. Because remember, this is his 2 parents, and these are the other guy's 2 parents. It really makes sense when you try it out. So therefore, if he had other brothers, not from the same mother, he could do chalitza, okay, or b'du yibum. For either, why? Because first of all, he could do chalitza. So let's say this brother, of course, let's say this brother also dies, as they do in Masechet Yevamot. Okay? And this is the only brother left. If he's a brother because they share the same father, and therefore he could do chalitza. If, let's say Baal 2 was really his father, that means that this brother had no brothers at all. Therefore she's Yevamot Lashuk, and therefore he could do Yibum either way, and it's just a regular marriage. But, Vehem, Echad Choletz, Vechad Miyaben. Let's take it the other way around. He's alive, okay? In this case, they're alive, right? He's alive. We'll bring him back to life. Let's say the Safek died, and and now they have this other brother, okay? Now this guy died. Can this guy do chalitza? That's what it says. Heim echad choles. So the first one has to do chalitza. One has to do chalitza. Why? Because maybe his father, maybe he's the real brother from the same father. So he has to do chalitza. And then this guy could be miyabem, because if this one was miyabem first and this was the real brother, then his wife would be zukukali yibum, and this guy is a nachri. That's the meaning of the Mishnah. Okay? Hu choletz li miyabem. You can do whatever they want. Vehem, first echad choletz. One must do chalitza, and then the other one can be miyabem. It's a pretty confusing Mishnah with a pretty crazy chart, but I hope I've explained it in a pretty clear way. We'll stop here and dedicate a learning to memory of my father, Rav Simcha Yitzchak Kalman. Have a good day.